It is. First one. There's a lot of firsts going on.
Everybody good? All right, we'll let Coach make a couple comments and we'll take questions.
All right. Appreciate y'all being here. Just got done with a situational scrimmage. First, Coach Malzahn came out. That was his first one of spring. I've been trying to get him here. And he's moving back and will be a huge resource for me. And super grateful for him and Christy and the support that they've shown myself and Lex, and which has been awesome. So super grateful to have a wealth of knowledge here and a guy that cares about Auburn so dearly. Scrimmage, situational scrimmage. We went right at 100 plays. So really, again, for the twos, kind of a half of football worked. Started out with a coming out drill. So the ability to get a stop and drive the field, which was a really good work for us. Worked some second and long situations into third downs, playing them out, and then put some special team stuff in the middle, some competition stuff in there, and then worked some third downs, and then worked some red zone. Worked the Iron Bowl period was an end of game situation. So a lot of really good situational football. I think that's kind of our next step as a team, is not just how do we play, the intent which we play with, certainly the mentality which we play with, but man, now situational football. I think when you get to situational football, we talk about winning in the margins so much. That's where you see a young team show up, is guys just not super aware of the sticks, not super aware of the clock, not super aware of what the other side of the ball is going to do in certain situations. So there's so much teaching going on right now, and for us, the challenge today was, now there is something to look forward to. You got a spring game Saturday for half this team, including the coaches. It's the first time in the stadium in front of people. There's something to look forward to. The challenge, man, can we come out today and work like you need to work? Can we come out Thursday, work like you need to work? And I thought today, for the first half of this thing, I thought the energy level wasn't where you wanted it to be. And that's what I told these guys after. Man, like, you get an opportunity inside of Jordan Hare, I don't care who's in there, the energy level has got to be at an elite level. And I thought it was just okay. I think these guys are still feeling each other out, feeling this whole thing out. And I want us to get past that feeling each other out point. So negative there. I thought offensively took a huge step today. I thought defensively there was some good. There was also some bad. We held some guys out that are kind of starting to get dinged up a little bit. But for the most part, I thought they competed, and I thought that we were efficient on both sides of the ball. But I did not love our energy today, which was the challenge going into today. So in that respect, I thought we failed. But in a lot of ways, I thought we got better today. So I think when you're in the spring and you're not preparing for a game, I think the more you can coach just demeanor, mindset, intent. At the end of the day, what I told these guys when I brought them up was, man, like, the mindset when you walk into the stadium is it's one way in, one way out. Like, we got to get to a point where we'll line up and play anybody, anywhere, anytime. And that's a mindset that when you come to Auburn, that you expect to have. We're getting there. We're not there yet. But gosh darn it, we're going to get there. So I'll open it up to questions.
Go Justin, Brian, Bill, Ferg.
Alex, last Friday you talked about some of the younger receivers catching your eye, whether it was Neptune or Deshaun Spencer. You talked about the offense taking a step forward today. How did some of the younger receivers that you're watching for developmental-wise, how did they do today?
Yeah, Justin, the one guy that stood out today was Brian Williams. And you talk about a guy that I mean, Cody Burns is as excited about Brian as anybody. And we kind of keep going back and forth. I'm like, man, like, he has these freshman moments, and it's when it gets hard and he gets punched in the face and he's got to snap out of it. And Cody keeps challenging him and challenging him and challenging him. And Cody has a really unique way of building guys up and making them really confident. That's Cody does that for me. And today I thought Brian took a step. He's had some highs. He's had some really bad lows, but they've all been mental in terms of the lows, like tired, beat up. How do you respond, man? And he's trying to get him to go from a senior at TFA to a guy in this league. And today I thought he took a step. And there's nothing worse than a guy that has moments but is inconsistent, and that's what Brian's been. And I thought today he was really consistent. Went up, got the ball, made some plays, played physical on the perimeter. Deshaun Spencer is another one that the first couple of weeks, I think he was trying to figure life out. The last week and a half, he's been a guy that looks like he could have a chance to help us right away. And I brought up Deshaun last time. I mean, when you come from a program like he does and he's played so much high-level football, now it's just learning the system, understanding the physicality of it. And there's nothing like going out here and getting tackled and understanding like, all right, I got tackled by Eric Winters. I'm alive. I'm still in one piece. All right, I can do this. But you need those moments to gain real confidence. And I would say those two guys have impressed. I probably would leave it there. I thought today was great. Chaz Nimrod's missed a couple of days, and today he came back, and I thought he was really impressive. He's not a young guy by any means, but he was impressive. Keyshawn Singleton continues to be really, really consistent. Jeremiah Koger, kind of like Brian Williams, has had some highs, some lows. He's a young guy. We forget he's young because he played so much football, but he's got to take a step, and we need him to take a step really quickly. And he's had some highs and some lows. I thought today he executed at a good clip. So we need those young. We're young, and you feel sometimes like you don't have enough depth there. We have to have those young guys step up for us to have a chance.
Alex, you said the offense took a big step today. What was it about the offense that you felt like they took a big step?
Yeah, there's when you do what we do offensively, there's always this aha moment. This is my fourth time doing this in this system. And there's always this aha moment of like, man, like when you consistently move the chains, the tempo catches up to the defense. Like there's this moment of, all right, this guy's tired and I am going to go physically either road grade him or run by him or whatever the play call is. I thought there were times today where the offensive line, the skill guys felt that. Like we were efficient on early downs and we're able to go move it. You stay out of third and long, you have a chance, and early on in the scrimmage we did. And then I thought the defense bounced right back. We went into a second and long situation, and the defense 4 in a row got stops. And again, because you're not getting the drive started, that's where you kind of feel a halt to it. But there was enough really cool moments offensively of like these aha moments today. And I've had it where it's happened in the spring. I've had it where it's happened in fall camp. I've had it where it's happened week 5 of the season where it's like, all right, like if we pick this up on first down and gets a second and short and move the chains, now there's a rhythm to it. Today was the first time I feel like they felt that. And it's hard to get that in practice because you're going in and out, in and out. We're in a scrimmage setting. You're staying on the field, and you can get that aha moment. I thought they felt that today, really the first drive.
Bill, Ferg, Peter.
You mentioned the offensive line. Obviously, you don't have Stanton out there full go, but, I mean, how are you feeling about that? And is there a group that you really, coming to the end of the spring, you really feel good about, and another one that maybe needs more work?
Yeah, Stanton not out there today. Wilson Zaire has got a little bum ankle deal, so he wasn't out there today, which I thought Ty Buster got more reps, Jacoby Ward got more reps. Like those guys need them, and they've kind of answered the bell here this last week and a half, which has been really impressive to see. Again, kind of like the wideout group, we need these young guys to get really old really fast. And the easy cop-out answer is to say, well, we're young. You know who doesn't care we're young is anybody. Like, nobody cares. Baylor week 1 ain't going to care how old we are. So they got to grow up, and we got the perfect guy. And it's Coach Hoodie's the perfect guy because he gives zero craps about how young they are. And they all get their fair share of butt chewings, and they're starting to respond, which is good. Man, I've been impressed with Byram. His poise, this is his wheelhouse, is being out here and everybody off the field, and he could just go make plays and be him. Group that needs work. I continue to harp on this O-line piece. They've had really high moments, and then when it's bad, it's bad. The interior of that D-line is a straight pain in the butt. These edge guys, I think Jared Smith has taken a huge step. I hope I don't regret saying that. Womack is playing high level football. I've been impressed with that group. Joe is really taking a huge step there. We had C.K. Murray hadn't gone yet, full go, but I'm excited to see him. I like our linebacker group a lot. Like those guys, they are violent, they are physical, they make plays, they make it go. Like Elijah Melendez has been as consistent as anybody on our football team. Like day in, day out, he's been really, really impressive. Like mentality, mindset. I've challenged him to lead. He's trying. He's growing into that. I need him to do it now. That safety group is youthful at times. Like we held Caleb today, held Sly today. Just end of the spring here, beat up a little bit and not taking any chances. We still don't have Champ back, so like you got to see a ton of Eric Winters and New Boy, and those guys, they bring really cool energy to it. Our corner group, we need them to take another step. We held Rayshawn today, so you got to see Shamar step up a little bit. You got to see Gavin Jenkins step up a little bit. But, man, to tell you anybody's arrived just yet would be really hard. But I thought for practice 13 or whatever is 12 today, I thought a bunch of guys, young guys, took steps.
So you got a bunch of options, running back guys with a lot of experience. How have you seen them kind of develop and maybe shake out here, this spring? I know you've talked about how much you really want to run the ball, and you've got a lot of options there.
Yeah, man, those guys, they're all so different, and that's the part that I think I would tell you we're still trying to figure out. They've done a really good job from a ball security standpoint. Jeremiah continues to be steady. His pass pro stuff is the part that I think Larry is hitting on so hard. He's got to take a step there. He's taken a step. He's got to take another step. Bryson Washington, we've only had back really full go here for 3 days. He did some good things today. You could tell he's still getting his legs under him. He's got to play with better pad level. Nikai Davenport did some decent things today. He's got to take a step. Omar continues to be maybe as good of a pass pro guy as we've got, but he's got to take a step in terms of being able to run consistently the way we need him to. Tay Meadows has a really cool skill set. He's got incredible vision. Those guys are continuing to fight, and that's what's so awesome in that room is there's so much competition. We'll get it to where it's you really need 3.5 guys going into the season, and those guys are going to continue to fight. Some highs, some lows. I think that group has shown some positives. They got to go take another step, and that's in everything, pass protection, but being able to consistently gain extra yards. I thought today, for the first time, probably because we're tackling and it's real, you got to see like a really good version of Omar. You got to see a really good version of Jeremiah. Again, when you get into a scrimmage setting now, we instead of going 4, 5, 6 plays in a row, it was really good to see Jeremiah on play 10 of a drive, like bow up and go. I don't know if anybody heard me in here, but I may have said that a couple of times. Like bow up, nobody cares, you got to go. So Jeremiah, the challenge for him has been to step up as a leader offensively. He's had moments. It's when he gets tired and things ain't going real good. He's still trying to find that voice a little bit. And I would tell you that as a team, that's what, if we're missing anything, it's that. Like we don't have enough true leadership in there, and guys are trying to find their way. I'm trying to encourage it. For us to take another step, that's what's got to happen, and we're not there yet, and we will. Like we're gonna find guys in this group that feel confident enough to go lead, because as long as it's coach driven, we're gonna hit a wall here at some point. But we need them for us to go to where we got to go, because we will win, and it's just a matter of these guys figuring out that it's on them to go win.
Peter, Dan, Nathan.
Have we decided on a format for 8-Day Saturday and what exactly that's going to look like?
Yeah, are we allowed to? Yeah. Okay. It's going to be offense versus defense. We've got some guys beat up, and to split the team in two, I don't know if that'll do what we need to get done, which is honestly another practice in terms of just playing football. To split it up would probably be a little bit more fun for these guys in the sense of like teams and all that, but we need another day of offense versus defense. Really, everybody needs it. The coaches need it as well. So we're gonna go offense versus defense. We got a cool scoring format. Offense will get points for touchdowns, field goals, first downs, explosive plays. Defense will get points for tackles for losses, 3 and outs, turnovers, sacks. So explosive plays on both sides, and then stops. So cool format. I think it'll be fun. Offense will be in blue, defense will be in white, and that's how we'll play it out. Quarterback will not be live, but it'll be fun. We'll play 4 15-minute quarters. We'll running clock. We'll stop it for injury, stop it for the 2-minute warnings. So we'll play it like a real game. We need it. Our team needs it. Our coaches need it. We all kind of need it, but it'll be uber competitive. We got to find an award for the winner. You know what? I'd probably just be Taylor Bryan. Take him out to dinner, the winning side of the ball. You got SEC SID money. We'll take it, you know. But that'll be. I think I hit everything there. And a 20-minute halftime. Looking for a sponsor. We need a sponsor for that. We actually have a sponsor. We got one. Awesome. Good deal.
You mentioned Byram's poise. Just how has he handled the adjustment from last season to this season so far, and where can his game still improve in your mind?
Yeah, Byram, his comfort zone is being in the building. His comfort zone is being in the film room and just learning and where I thought through the winter he took a big step as a leader in terms of he was around everybody. He tried to make a huge effort from a connection piece. And I think he's trying to do that here as well. I think that'll be his biggest step. Byram, I was just talking to Coach Malzahn after practice, like his best stuff is when he's not in an orange jersey and he can go and make things happen. And you just don't see that until you actually go play. And that's where his comfort zone is. That's where his energy comes from, is creating with his feet. I think where it's just slowed down for him, where you're able to add things like what this offense looks like right now is drastically different than what it looked like last year, in the sense that we've been able to we've gone from 300 level to 400 level and even 500 level. The situational awareness is just through the roof right now. And he's learning and playing and seeing it on a different level. It's really slow to him. Like, that's when you see a quarterback where it slows down for him, especially when you're playing against this defense, which I know I said it before, like every imaginable check and like check with me, hard counts, cadences, every single check is in right now. Like, I've never been in spring ball practice 12 and every single mechanic you have is in. And it's in because the defense forces that to happen, but he can handle it. And when he can handle it, now it's kind of a crazy deal for Tristan and Locke and Reese, like, because they got to handle it too because they're playing the same defense, but it's slowed down for him. His last step in his progression is truly being able to take care of the football in every imaginable situation. No, there's times where you just got to eat it, and making sure that you've got the ball when you eat it. That's really the last step. Not pressing when you got to make things happen. Again, right now he's got to make things happen with his arm because he can't really with his feet, and so he's forced some things. Like, and the greatest thing about him, though, is he comes over. He's like, "Yeah, coach, that was as dumb gets. Like, keep it moving. Like, you ain't got to tell me what happened. I know what happened." That's the part that makes him really unique. And he's been with the same coaches this is going on year 4 now. When you have that relationship where you just like literally, I could stand back behind him, like, Byram, coach, I got it. Cool, moving on. And that part is neat. But taking care of the football.
Alex, how long have you had a relationship with Coach Malzahn, and how much are you looking forward to, like you mentioned, having him around and somebody to talk to about this team?
Yeah. You know what? I really met him when he was at UCF and I was at USF, and you inevitably run into each other in recruiting and clinics and all that. USF, UCF, you're supposed to hate each other, so we wouldn't talk in public or anything, but I've always respected, like, he's from from the same place that my wife is from. He's revered in Northwest Arkansas in a lot of ways, and so for me, just a guy that's done it at a high level. I'm excited. Like, for me, I got no ego in this thing, man. Like, if there's somebody that's been there, done that, and had success, I am all ears. I just asked him for his notes from the scrimmage. Like, if I got a guy living down the street that has time, one, I'm super jealous. Like, he's like, man, it's going to be between the lake and here, coach, you know? Like, I'm like, yeah, I know, Gus. Eventually I'll get there too, but he, to have a wealth of knowledge like that, and for him to be willing to give up his time, I'm telling you, he loves this place. This place, however it all shook out, like he is so grateful for what this place meant to him and still does. So I'm going to use every resource I possibly can, and I've reached out to every single person that's coached here that's willing to help and lend an ear, if nothing else. But Gus knows more football. He's forgotten more football than I know, so I'm going to take every bit of it.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned that you held some guys out this week. Just going into A-Day, are there any guys that you feel like you will hold out for A-Day?
Man, I don't – nobody that I'm specifically planning to, other than the guys that have really been out post-surgery this spring. That would be Jonathan Eccles, Champ Anthony, Stanton Ramil. Man, I'm trying to think in terms of fully out. C.K. Murray's not full go yet. And then we had the guys that were out, and it's really like a couple of soft tissue things, like nothing crazy. I should say Christian Neptune had surgery beginning of the week, so he'll miss the spring game. He'll be back for fall camp, which will be great, kind of blessing a little bit of the timing. So he won't play, and then we'll see here on Thursday and Friday. My intent's not to hold anybody out. I want to see guys go play. Our intent is not to hold anybody out. So as long as they can go, they'll go. As long as they're not banged up to the point where they can. And I'll be fully honest about that going into the game.
What is the expectation that you have of the tight ends this year, and what's your evaluation of them so far?
Yeah, it's been really, really good to get a healthy Jake Johnson the last 3 weeks, really 2.5 weeks. He's gotten better every day. He's been fun and exciting, and he's taken giant steps. He's got really cool leadership ability. We haven't talked about tight ends today. What are we doing? It's the most important position on the field, right? But he's taken giant steps here these last couple of weeks. It's been awesome. And I love his spirit. He's got some, like, jerk in him in a good way, like on the field, which that I did not know, because when you meet him, he's like the nicest kid you'll ever meet. But he's got really good awareness of, it's almost like he grew up in it. Like, he's got really good awareness of space and blocking schemes, and he's played a ton of football. He's been awesome. It's been great to have him. Xavier Newsome is, because of some injury stuff like Jonathan Eccles being out, Xavier Newsome has taken some steps now. He just got his butt ripped because bad body language half the day today. He was tired and feeling sorry for himself. So he if you see him, he's going to be droopy faced, but he's got to snap out of it. Like, that kid, for a young man that played at Howard last year to come in here, and he's taken a ton of 1 reps. I don't know if he's totally ready for that yet, but he's had to be, and he's stepped up in some big moments. He's going to be a really good player here. Like, man, excited about him. Arliss Boardingham has missed the last couple of weeks with a hammy. He practiced today. We kind of limited him a little bit, but he showed some really positive things. DJ Broughton, he's gotten a ton of reps because of some injury stuff, and he's shown some flashes. He's also shown that he's a 17-year-old freshman at times. But that group, I've said it before, like, that group has got to be really good for us. We need to get Jonathan Eccles back and really get a full rotation in there. But I'm leaving, at least today, with way happier than, man, when we got here. I was like in a bad mental headspace on that deal. But I feel a lot better and actually feel pretty good.
How much would a good A-Day turnout help simulate a game day for what you want to get accomplished, and what do you want fans to see Saturday?
Yeah, man, selfishly, even walking in here last Thursday night with the lights on, the music going, we had a bunch of recruits and a bunch of parents here. Like, I I got goosebumps coming in here today, and there wasn't as many people, but there was recruits. Goosebumps. Like, it's awesome for our kids to play in an environment that is different. Man, it would be incredible. Be incredible. One, I think it'll be a fun time. They'll get a chance to see a continuation of what this defense has built here these last couple of years. They'll get to see a bunch of kids on offense that are as excited as anybody to play in here for the first time. I think, one, our players, it'll be big for them in an environment where people are around. It'll be really the last time they get to do it before you do it in real life here in Atlanta in a couple months. So we need it. Like, for us to take a step, we need that. We need some crowd noise. We need distraction. We need things going for us to be able to actually get a full live rep at it. So if the fans consider them being a part of us taking another step, that would be huge. But I think it'll just be a fun day, man. It's football in the spring in Auburn, Alabama. What the hell else you want, you know? So I'd be super grateful to pack this thing out, and we'll give them a show. We'll make it fun. Maybe even let somebody call a play or something. Not you, but maybe a fan. Okay. We'll pick one out. Guys, I hadn't thought much about it, to be honest with you. They made me do the format thing on Sunday. Like, gosh, I just want to see Rory win this thing, and we're trying to get a spring game format. So, all right. Thank you, Coach. Guys, thank you so much. Thanks, War Eagle.